It was easier for me to do a video than it was to. So this is a business statistics course that I teach at a community college in Mississippi, and this is Canvas, but I'm trying to get my Coastal to be set up like this. So here is my home page with my contact information, and then on the home page I put the weekly assignments and when they're due. And then we have proctored exams, so I put the proctored exam dates on there and the lab requirements, what they have to have, and if they take it at home, they have to have a webcam, etc. Now the textbook information, it was at the top. When classes start, we put the textbook information at the top, but after a week, we move that down. So the first thing they see when they come on the page is my information and then the assignments due for the week. And then I have a welcome video. That was at the top, but I moved it down. And under the videos, I can subscribe, and then they can leave me a comment. And then I have a brief video explaining to students how the course works. And then they can click on this tab to start. And this takes them to the modules. And we have an orientation module that they have to complete. And then I have this important course information module, and this is all the information that I would go over if we were in a face-to-face class. So here's just the first day of class. This is my welcome, and then a letter to my students about who I am and what we will be learning. And then I always like to tell them a little bit about me, to let them know that I'm a person, and it just, since they don't get to see me and we're not in a face-to-face class, I tell them about my husband and my children, and I share pictures of my family with them just to let them know that I'm a person. And then my syllabus is in my important course information module, and the course calendar is there, so they can print this off and see what's due for each week. And then grading, of course, what my grading policy is, and how to determine their grade. And then we have to have a late work policy in there so they know up front what our policy is, and each class is different as far as their late work policy. And then how to set their notifications. So if I send an announcement, they will get it ASAP. So there's a little link here for them to click instructions to see how to change these settings. And then of course the course textbook information. And then we have to post our office hours and our contact information. And then the next module, let me go back. Okay, so what that was their MyLab, where they can run a system check to make sure that they're ready for the online homework. And then last semester I'll ask the students to write a letter to future students and give them some advice, and they will tell them kind of how much they study and the way that they study. Like, for example, this person likes the YouTube channel, the Organic Chemistry Tutor. they say that's a good good YouTube channel. So this is really neat. I like to read them myself to get students' perspective, but I always tell my current students, be sure to read this because this might give you some advice that will really help you be successful in the class. And then my modules they're not organized by weeks, but they're organized by chapter. And so when they log into this class, I have a requirement where instead of dates like in Blackboard, they cannot move to the next module until they score at least a 10 and then they move on. So they have to get through the online orientation module and the important course information module. They have to view these. They have to view or submit something. And until they do that, they can't start on their work. So this makes them see the syllabus and the course calendar and the textbook information. They have to take they have to get their little access code here. But then each chapter, so I do a quiz, please tell me the name that you go by, because a lot of students don't go by the name in Blackboard or the name in Canvas. So this makes it more personalized because I'm taking the time to get to know their name, the name that they go by. My discussion board, it's kind of like an icebreaker. So my statistics is a 2-week discussion board because I have 64 students in it. So this gives me time and them time to kind of get this done without it being a week. So the first week they have to post their initial post, and they have to ask, I think, 2 questions. Yeah. And then week 2, they have to answer any questions that they have been asked. And so here's a picture of the rubric, and I give them an example in my discussion boards. I always give an example post. So I asked my mom these questions, and these were her answers. And it's always fun. Students say their parents like for them to call them and ask them these things, or their grandparents, or it can be anybody. They can ask anybody these questions. That's always fun though. I like to read the responses on that. And then after that, I have my lectures and I have video resources, especially with statistics. I've made helpful videos by topics, and then I have homework videos. So these are videos where students have asked help for a particular homework problem. And so, of course, it regenerates new problems. So one problem is never alike, but they can use these videos to help them work the homework. And what I do is I upload all of these videos in here, and it just gives them a library of videos to use. So it's kind of like raising their hand and asking me for help. But what they have is they have all these videos. They can go find which video goes with that particular homework problem. Feedback from students is they really like these because statistics, of course, is one of those classes where you do need examples of problems worked. So this is just me helping a student one-on-one with a video. And that's pretty much how my course is set up. And then at the bottom of the module are usually the assignments. So the format is kind of the same for every module. You have your lecture. I even have an ebook, and I've highlighted things in the ebook Then I have the helpful videos by topic. I have the homework videos and the chapter assignments. So I just wanted to share that with you instead of the screenshots, and I